Hi, my name is Nicholas Baspley. I'm a welder with 17 years experience. I'm working with the people at Canaweld, and today we're going to be unboxing some of their exciting new products. We're going to take them out, we're going to set them up so you guys can see how to put them all together, and then we're going to do a demo of some of the machines, which should be a lot of fun today. And today we're going to be starting with the 451 plasma cutter. So let's check it out and see what comes in the box when you order this yourself. The first and most important thing is going to be the user manual. And before you do anything, you're going to want to open up your user manual and check out the safety tips available. Plasma cutters are a lot of fun and you can do a lot of great things, but it's important to make sure you have the right equipment on and you're in the right kind of environment to do it safely. That's number one. Okay? So we're going to begin the unboxing now, and we're going to see what comes in our bag of goods here. First thing we're going to open is the torch. So let's get into this. Now, this torch is manufactured in Germany, and it is a S45 torch. These are great torches. They're good for all types of cutting, from your hobby stuff to construction to farm duty to just about anything you can think of. It's a really versatile all-around torch size, torch head. And the ends for it are quite interchangeable. So first, here's our torch. Okay, it's a sharp looking rig. After that, we have our 10-foot ground cable, which is good. That gives you lots of space to travel around. The machine itself is only 26 pounds, but it's nice to have that extra distance with your torch and with your ground so you can reach any hard to reach places. You can go a few feet up a ladder and do any sort of cuts you might need. So it gives you that extra bit of versatility. And then lastly, this is our air hose, where we're going to connect to our air supply to give the torch the punch it needs to cut through steel up to 1/2 inch, which is a lot of cutting power for a small machine, only 26 pounds again. The package also comes with a few different cutting ends. So there's a few of your consumables in here, because inevitably you will burn out the odd tip if you touch, especially when you're learning and you're practicing. But it also comes with a really exciting attachment that I had a lot of fun with the other day. This rollerball piece, which will connect onto the end, and it'll allow you to have that perfect gap between the steel and your tip without burning it up. But it's also got these rolling wheels on it, which will allow you to, you could handwrite with it, you could cut out a picture, you could do something really artistic with it instead of just your standard straight cuts, which is typically what people are doing with your plasma cutters. So this opens up a lot of different things for you to do, especially for people doing metal sculptures, hobby work, any sort of thing like that. And lastly, it also comes with this. This is the tool that you will use to test and make sure that your plasma cutter has the right amount of airflow. And we're going to show you how to do that a little bit later on, but we'll just give you a quick demo. You'll hook this up to the end of your torch and you'll give it a blast of air. And as long as that ball sits in the window, you know that your machine is ready to go and you have the right amount of air pressure. Okay, so let's continue with our unboxing. The pack also comes with this really nice nylon bag. It says Canaweld on the side, so everybody knows the kind of equipment you're working with. This is great when you're headed out onto the job site or you need to throw your tools into the back of a van or in the back of your welding rig. It'll keep it nice and protected. It's got padding here. It's got hard runners on the bottom, so if you drop it down pretty hard, you don't have to worry about shaking your machine too hard or doing any sort of damage like that. So that's a nice little piece that comes along. Now let's get to the machine itself. Here we go. So we'll give you a look on the side here. It's nice bright yellow, clearly says Canaweld. Really nice looking machine. Again, it's only 26 pounds, which is incredibly light for a machine that you can cut up to 1/2 inch steel with. So I'm going to show you guys how to put the attachments on it now, and then we're going to run through some of the specifications of the machine, and we'll move on from there. So first, we're going to connect our torch. The torch itself on the inside has a keyhole here. That keyhole will mate up to the bottom keyhole down here. And once you put that in, then you'll just thread it on like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And that's it. Now your torch is connected. So secondly, we're going to need to set up your ground cable. The ground cable is important because without it, you can't complete the electrical circuit and nothing good is going to happen for you. So again, this ground clip is 10 feet long, more than enough space. It's the traditional alligator head style, so you can grab it onto corners, you can grab it onto pipe, just about anything you can think of, you'll be able to connect up to ground your work. And again, this also has the same sort of keyhole fitting. So you'll look for that here. It's on the side. And you'll put it in and then rotate it to the left to lock it. So now the machine has the stinger ready and we got our ground clip ready. Lastly, we're going to hook up our air connection. The air connection has the quick connect feature where you just slide the sleeve back and it will actually hook up to the rear of the machine right back here on this nozzle. So you'll pull that sleeve back, click it on, and boom. No threading, no nuts to worry about, no anything like that. Really easy on and off. So now we'll flip it back around. And now we're ready to connect to our air source, and that's what's going to give the plasma cutter the power it needs to punch right through the steel that you're going to be cutting. And again, this machine will do a clean cut up to ½ inch. That means no slag on the bottom. Looks almost like a laser did it, as long as you yourself can keep it very, very straight. The machine also comes with a few extra tips that you might need, especially when you're practicing and you're a beginner. Odds are, once in a while, you are going to touch a tip and it's going to become fouled. It's not going to work as good. You can clean them a few times, but after a little while, you are going to replace them, and it comes with 4 extra tips, which is great because these are a few dollars. Okay? All right, so this machine, it's got a duty cycle of 100% when you're running at 30 amps with a maximum setting of 45 amps. Okay? And with that, you'll be able to cut through steel, mild steel, and aluminum. You can also cut expanded metal, and you can go over uneven surfaces using these attachments again, like we talked about earlier. The machine also comes with a 3-year warranty, which is a great warranty compared to the industry standard. Another great bonus about the plasma cutting machine compared to your old school oxyacetylene cutting machines is your cutting time. This cuts down your cutting time by almost 30%, I would say. You have the ability to cut through thicker material, and you can do it a lot faster with a lot less slag. Again, it'll do the clean cuts up to ½ inch. That's something that can't be reproduced with oxyacetylene. And it's infinitely lighter. You don't have to drag around a large bottle of acetylene and a large bottle of oxygen, which can be quite expensive and very, very heavy to be pulling around the job site. This gives you the power in a compact package without all the weight, the excessive weight and the excessive attachments and carrying around dangerous bottles of compressed gas as well. Another great thing about this plasma cutter is that it has an internal pressure regulator, which basically means that it's sensing if there's dirt or moisture in the machine. And later on when we turn it on, I'll show you, but you're going to get an alarm light here or here that's going to let you know that your machine is not running up to speed and that you're going to have to change your tip, adjust your air pressure, or clean one of the filters. And that's really great to know because other machines don't do that for you, and you can end up spending quite a bit of time trying to figure out why your machine isn't running perfectly. This one's nice because it's got, again, that little alarm that's going to let you know right away in a blinking orange light that you have a problem, and you got to stop for a minute and you're going to have to fix it. Okay? So now we're ready to demo our plasma cutter. We got it all set up right here. We got some 1/8 plate. We got it all marked out with lines, and we're going to do some cuts with it and see how it goes. So we got some really great results with our plasma cutter. We'll show you here. These are 2 of our better ones. Very little slag, nice quick cut, really easy to set up, a lot of fun to use. Okay, so in closing, this is the Plasma Cut 451 made in Vaughan, Ontario by the good people at Canaweld. My name's Nicholas Baspley, and thank you very much for watching.